Hello my legends, welcome to another do-it-yourself tech video. Today we're going to be talking about, have you ever wanted to run Android on your Windows machine? Obviously you do because you clicked on the video. So what do you need to know right off the bat? Number one, you're going to open up your settings page. So go to settings, boom, you'll go to the system tab here. You'll scroll all the way down the bottom that says about. And what you're going to look for is anything higher. So right here under version, we'll circle this in and highlight it. Anything higher than version 22.000.526, you need to have that. In addition, you need at least a Ryzen 5 or higher, an Intel i5 or higher, with at least a minimum of 16 gigabytes of RAM. You're going to also need to make sure that you have your virtual machines processor turned on in your BIOS. If you don't know how to do that, please hit me up, but it is sometimes specific to your motherboard by hitting F1, F2, delete before your Windows launches to turn on or change those system settings. Okay, so once you know that, you're going to have to go to our next step here, which is going to go to storage. Okay, so what I like to do is at the top, I just start typing in storage, and then I'm going to click on storage settings. And I believe it's advanced storage settings. Yep. And then you're going to click on disks and volumes. It takes you here. All right. And we would call this, make sure whatever one you're going to be using. So you can use a virtual disk. You could do, so like create a virtual disk, attach it, or if you just want, like in my case, this is a simple 500 gigabytes. So I'm just gonna click on properties. Okay. Confirm that this is an SSD. If this is a HDD, so here how it says media SSD. If it says HDD, hard drive disk, something, hard drive disk, there it is, solid state disk. So there's a difference. You cannot run this on a hard drive on HDD. Like, it will stutter so bad and it won't load fast enough. It needs to be flash storage. Second thing, just make sure you got your latest updates. So go to same thing, settings and updates. I have some here. I'm not going to do this one, like I said, mine's already higher. Mine's at version 23, and so it's fine for now. Next step, go to your Windows app store. Okay, and then what you're going to type in is, well, actually, you're going to go to the bottom and click on library, and then you're going to click on get updates. And once you have that, you're going to hit update all. And just make sure you're good there. Second thing, you're going to go to your profile, go to settings. So that's profiles at the top right next to the minus or minimize, maximize, and close. Go to settings. Confirm that this version here is higher than 22110.1402.6.0. If it is, we're off to the races. And remember, you have to make sure that virtualization features are enabled on your UEFI firmware on Windows 11. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the start. Turn Windows features on or off. Okay, you saw what I did there? Start and just start typing. Turn Windows features on or off. Wait for this to open up. Once that occurs, you're going to click on the top results here to look at your Windows features and click on the virtual machine platform. Make sure that's on right here. Make sure that this is checkbox. If it's not, go ahead and checkbox it and then click OK. It will take some time to download and make the configurations. It may ask you to restart. Go ahead and do that. Restart. Okay, once those prerequisites are done, you get to come to the next fun part. Pretty easy. So at your home page here, you're just going to start typing Amazon App Store page. Bam. Okay. And instead of the open button, you're just going to say install. You're going to, I'll pop an image up. Install. You're going to hit it again. It's going to say, get your PC ready for the Amazon App Store. You're just going to hit the download button. And then it opens. And here it is. This is Android, in a sense, a subsystem. It's called the Windows. I forget what it's called now. Windows subsystem for Android or something of that nature. All right, so once you're in, just go ahead and sign in. As you can see, it shows my name here because I'm signed in. You're just going to, if you're already an Amazon customer, obviously it's free to do. You can just create a new Amazon account if you don't have an account, and you're good to go. All right, so one thing you can try to do here is make sure you're on the all apps settings. And if you can't find your app, as you can see, there's plenty here. If you want to read Kindle for Android, or if you have Kindle books or whatever, Plex, TikTok, you can actually run and install TikTok on here without having to use the web version, which is pretty cool. But if there isn't anyone, how do you, what they call, side load Android apps onto Windows? That's what it was called. Windows Subsystem for Android. We're going to make sure we keep that in there. So what I like to do for that, so open this up, Windows Sub, there we go. And that's what this is called. So I like to turn this off, block installation of malicious apps, because if you want to sideload Android apps on your system here, you're going to have to make sure that that's turned off. So we'll go to the next step here. So let's try and find something. So I like using security cameras like Wise Camera System. So give me 1 second. Last thing you're going to want to do is click on Advanced Settings. Click on Memory and Performance. And this is kind of important. So you can tell how many gigabytes of memory you want to allocate to this virtual machine, in a sense, right? So the default is 6. Or do you want to run keep it on it or open it continuously as your PC? I just say partially running. I have 0 problems, but again, I have a high performance PC. But if you're noticing your system's lagging, you may want to turn this down and to as needed. It lowers the performance, but works just well. Like, I have virtual machines running in a Docker containerization. I have 3 Dockers running. I'm also recording as well as doing this, and I have no problem on a 32 gigabit system. You're also probably just want to take a look, if you want to run video games, right? Then being able to pass through your graphics cards directly to the thing, you can do that. I just leave mine on by default. I have no problem currently running all the specs, but again, if you need to go ahead and lower your settings or choose specific graphics cards that you want to use, you can set up virtual ones too, VMware ones if you would like. Now, if you're feeling, how do I describe it? If you're feeling adventurous, there is nothing wrong with turning on experimental features, right? So the Vulkan drivers, you can do that. You can give access to your Wi-Fi or network access, which is pretty cool. If you want to share folders, documents, pictures, you can do that too. But again, these are experimental features. It could have some adverse effects, but if you're feeling adventurous and want to try them out, because maybe your Android, you need to transfer pictures back and forth or something. I don't know why you would need to do that, but if you did, that is a possibility. Alrighty, so probably all that prerequisites out of the way, I want you to do something for me. You're going to go ahead and open up your favorite web browser, and we're going to go to developer.android.com. You'll need to have a Google account, make sure you, or a Gmail account, to make sure you can sign in. And then under the download sections, there is going to be a link for the SDK platform tools for Windows. Go ahead and click on that. Gonna maximize this, the terms and conditions. Of course, I agree to them all. And it's downloading right now. Move this all over here. Let's go. So you'll once you download it, I want to extract it. So go ahead and extract your folder or the installation, and then you're going to go ahead and extract it into wherever directory you want. You don't have to put it in your C drives and downloads folder. You can put it wherever you like. So once it's extracted, you're going to, so once that's set up, you're going to do this. You're going to copy the full directory address bar. Okay. So my C:/ and then users, and then my username, and then the downloads. And so that's the directory. I need to make sure that this is copied. Okay. So you're going to want to do that. Now, once you've completed this step, you need to download the Android app file you want to install on Windows 11. So it's usually called a .apk file. Okay. So let me go find a good Android APK file. Alrighty, so I'm downloading the APK file. Now, up to down is an interesting site. You know, take it. There's so many out there. You can look and search for appropriate APK files. So if I like go to the direct website for Wise, they used to allow you to download it a long time ago, the actual APK file, and they've gotten rid of that, I believe. I could be wrong, but they used to be right here, like under the things where you could click on it and then see. They would let you to download the app, and now obviously that's changed. So you'll just have to use whatever Google service you want to use. That will, or Google Search or Google Foo you want to use for the appropriate APK file that you need. So once you got that, we're going to click on it, open it up. We're going to copy that to this guy right here. So you're going to copy the APK file like I did here and put it inside of that platform tools folder I was talking to you about. All right, once that's done, you're going to go start, do the Windows subsystem for Android, click on developer, boop, turn on toggle mode, boop, like that, manage developer settings. Let's see if I can find it here. There's something called IP settings somewhere. Give me 1 second. Okay, well, I couldn't find it here. Maybe they changed it. Okay, so one thing you're going to do is you're going to open up command prompt, right click, run as administrator. I use the terminal and I already have it running in administrator mode. So, you know, I set up my system like that. Obviously you don't have to do that. Just do it with the way I told you. So if I want to run it in command line, there you go. I'm in command line. Okay, so CD, C:/, and then the directory of what we told you earlier. So we're gonna go here. Whoops. So there was the platform tools that I was talking to you about, right? So now we're inside of that directory, and how we do that is we're going to do ADB connect I think it's 127.00, 0.0.1. Darn. Failed to. So we're just going to highlight it again. So it's going to be ADB Connect. Oops. ADB Connect 127.0.0.1 semicolon 58526. And then you're going to do this. ADB install, and then the name of the tool, which should be this one right here. So wise-2.apk, like that. This ADB server is not yet. Okay, give me a second. Okay. So good thing. So I didn't see this blinking. You may have been ahead of the game on me on this one, but it was blinking down here, and it was trying to allow this key. So let's try that again. So now it's installing it. I can do all kinds. And it was successful. Very good. So after all these steps have been completed, the app finally installed, and I can find it and run it from the start menu, just like any other Windows. There it is. It even shows up there. So now it'll open, and voila, it is running the Wise application here. So now I have to authenticate it. Open Wise. And bing, bang, boom, I have the entire system here working. So let's just do backyard here. Okay. I can even widescreen it. Oh my gosh. It works. And I can even use it just like a native app. Very, very cool, right? You can do all kinds of fun, awesome side loading of any kind of Android apps that you want to use, as long as you can get a hold of the APK file, which, like I did, I showed you how to do it, through a sketchy website. I'm sorry for you YouTubers. You know, you download some of these APKs that are not readily accessible through the manufacturer at your own risk and own peril. I'm telling you that you can do this. It does work. You just watch me do this. This is a Android app running natively, tricking my computer, my Windows 11 computer, to think that it's running natively on it. Very, very cool. So we're going to close that out. If you have any questions, you have any errors, like you saw me run into some errors there, right? I was like, this thing here, you're not authorized. And it's like, oh, well, sometimes just voice them, walk them through, pay attention to any blinking lights on your computer like mine was. Blinking icons, which is basically saying, hey, this is the first time you've run it on here. You need to authenticate the keys, that they're all matched, and that it's not some type of bogus thing trying to, hack into your system, or an untrusted connection. But obviously it was me. I just ran the command and it works. So now I don't. So yeah, there's all kinds of things. If you wanted specific games from the Google Play Store, and as long as you have the APK file, you could install it. So this is very, very cool. Please like and subscribe this video. I'm looking to grow this channel even further, and I could really use your help to achieve that. Let's try to go for 10,000 within the next, I don't know, half a year from now. And then go for the next mile marker of 100,000. Really, really appreciate it. I hope to continue to keep bringing videos like this. If you like some more in-depth, maybe even tools. So, I'll give you a good one. So I want the Unify APK file. Okay. Let's see if we can find it. Up to town. Nope, don't trust that one. Don't trust that one. Let's try this one. Sometimes this one's okay. So I like to verify that the current app, so I'm going to open up my Android device right now, and I'm opening up the Unify app, and I'm going to go to settings. So my current version is not 8. No, that's my network. I'm sorry. How do I check my oh, you have to go to Play Store, go to UI Unify. There it is. And then if I click on it, but without opening it, I'm on current version 10.10.3. So I'm on this one right now, the beta. I'm on this one. So if I wanted to download this version, I click it. And there it is. Download variant. So you guys can kind of just watch me do this again. Again, I download at my own risk and my own peril. Right. But just remember that a lot of the stuff I do, if I'm not incredibly, I know what the apps I want. I know how to look on my Android to make sure that they match up and that the information is correct. So we're going to click on this, take a copy this. We're going to move it to the platforms tool. We're going to paste it here. Boop. Okay. And then we go back to our here. Do the same thing, but this time we go bam, right? And I hate all this, so we're gonna go over here, click here, end it, and then hit enter. There it goes. So I'm installing the app right over we speak. Now it is like 200 megabytes, or over 200 megabytes. So it's going to take a little longer than I would like, but so yeah, there's different. Like this one was probably better to go here, but they changed it, right? So this is all OS, this is Windows, Linux, Unify OS. I don't even see it listed anymore for, yeah, any APK files. You can't even find anymore on their website. So a lot of companies are getting rid of them. But usually there's ways to find what they are, which is probably how some of these like library sources are pulling them down from the store, encapsulating them, and then uploading them so that you can download them. Yeah, okay, cool. It was successful. And there it is. There's the Unify app. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And that's fine. So I can just sign into my account and bam! That is pretty cool. Right? So hopefully you enjoyed this. I know I did. It's always something fun to be able to use an Android app side-loaded on your Windows machine. Again, if you want this to perform better, definitely have the hardware to be able to handle gaming and Dockers and virtual machines and virtual hardware. It's minimum you want a 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's the minimum. Right? I would definitely not run, personally, I would not run this on 16. But if you wanted to do this and you know you're only going to run like your camera system, I guarantee you this isn't eating more than maybe 1.6 gigabytes of RAM. So just make sure that your hardware is appropriately matched for your outcome that you're looking for, and I think you're not going to have any problems or any issues. You guys have a good one. It's Legends. Take care.